Hi everyone, it's Elina. Today I will share about my life recently after my caffeine detox. In this video I will also discuss how you can avoid and reduce bloating. Please remember that the information in this video is for inspiration and entertainment purposes only. I just had my first cup of coffee after my 30-day caffeine detox, and it tasted unbelievably good. And after just a couple of minutes, I started to feel very energized, excited, and I feel like I want to do things and actually get things done. And I can almost feel caffeine spreading through my body. I think this is going to be a very productive day. I was just editing my YouTube video for over 3 hours without a break. This is insane. I feel so hyper energized after my morning coffee. On my first day after the detox, the energizing effects of caffeine were incredible, but the super energizing effects of morning coffee only lasted a day or two, after which I was back on my caffeinated baseline. The detox helped me to reduce my caffeine intake, meaning that now I only have 1 cup in the morning. The disappointing thing is that I still haven't been able to quit caffeine completely, but I guess none of us is perfect. Sunday lunch at one of my favorite restaurants in Helsinki, Finland. Brasserie Camp is part of Hotel Camp and it's located in a beautiful historic building. Their menu is inspired by French cuisine, but they also serve Finnish specialties. The food is super delicious and the menu changes according to the seasons. The service is always excellent and they even provide valet parking that is actually quite rare in Finland. Digestive issues and bloating are very common. Some bloating is normal, especially after eating or because of hormonal changes. Sometimes bloating can be due to medical conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, food intolerances, hormonal imbalances, eating disorders, or celiac disease. The major reason for bloating is gas, and this can come from swallowing too much air, or it can happen if we are not digesting certain foods properly. And how well we are able to digest depends on our digestive enzymes and on the bacteria in the gut. So here are a few ideas how you can try to reduce bloating. Avoid gas-causing foods. Certain foods like beans and vegetables in the cabbage family can cause gas. And similarly, this can happen if you have a food intolerance. For instance, if you don't tolerate dairy, gluten, wheat, or any other food group. This is because when we are not able to digest foods properly, the food will be sitting in the gut, leading to fermentation and gas. Beans and legumes are tricky for many because they contain both protein and starch and therefore are difficult to digest. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, and cabbage are high in fiber and sulfur and can lead to excess gas. At the end, this all comes down to bio-individuality. Personally, I don't have any issues with these foods and I can eat them however I like. It's important to learn to listen to your own body and its bio-individual needs. If you have a sensitive stomach, it's better to limit these vegetables or cook them well to make them easier to digest. Talking about cooking, I love simple pasta dishes so much. For this dinner, I will cook organic brown rice pasta that is vegan and gluten-free. I will also sauté some cauliflower and zucchini and massage avocado into this pasta bowl. Lately, I have been obsessed with pine nuts and I will add them to my meal as well. And only eat ripe fruits because a fruit that is not ripe is hard to digest. And in general, a fruit is ripe when its color is bright and full and the smell is delicious. Eat your fruit on an empty stomach. This is because fruit has the highest water content of any other food group, and fruit breaks down the fastest in your system. So if you eat heavier foods right before your fruit that take much longer to digest, the fruit will sit on top of these heavier foods and it will start to ferment, which will lead to gas. Avoid excess salt. Very salty foods can lead to bloating because high levels of sodium can promote water retention. I think life is all about finding a healthy, soul-nourishing balance within your lifestyle. And sometimes we will eat saltier foods than we would normally. And in those situations, I think it's important to let yourself fully enjoy the experience and maybe have an extra glass of water. As I discussed in my previous video, eating more probiotic foods or adding a high-quality supplement can be very helpful if you struggle with your gut health. Fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, or apple cider vinegar can help to create a healthier ecosystem in your gut. Avoid swallowing too much air. What we consume and how we consume it can increase the amount of air we swallow, which can lead to uncomfortable gas in the digestive system. Things like carbonated beverages, drinking through a straw, eating in a hurry, or chewing gum can lead to digestive issues. Xylitol, sorbitol, and mannitol are sugar alcohols and are often used in sugar-free chewing gums and mints. Yet, these and other artificial sweeteners can lead to gas, bloating, and diarrhea because they are not completely absorbed in the digestive system. Make sure you move your body daily. Probably one of the most common reasons for stomach problems and bloating is lack of physical movement. Even gentle stretching after a long day can help to reduce bloating and release extra stress that you are carrying. Yoga poses to reduce bloating. Navasana, place your hands behind your knees and lift your feet up. To go deeper, straighten your legs and bring your arms parallel to the floor. Dhanurasana, come onto your belly on your mat, bend your knees and reach back to grab your ankles. Inhale, lift your chest and thighs, and then stay there for a few breaths. Ardha Matsyendrasana, one leg crosses over the other, pull the bottom heel in, hook the elbow of your opposite arm on your knee and twist. Look over the back shoulder, keep your chest open and neck long. Apanasana, this is my favorite, simple but super effective to massage the organs. Hug the knees into your chest and wrap your arms around the shins. Gently draw the legs closer. Breathe deeply while you are holding the pose. Salamba Sarvangasana, lie on your back and on an inhale lift your legs up and press your arms into the ground. Sweep your legs over your head and use that momentum to curl your hips off the floor. Bring your weight to your upper back and shoulders. Bend your elbows and place your hands on your low back. I love this inversion and I do this almost always at the end of my yoga practice. Finally, eat slowly and chew well without distractions. The way we eat and how we treat ourselves are as important as what we eat. If we constantly hate and shame our bodies, we create a perfect environment for chronic stress, which can absolutely sabotage our health. When we have self-compassion and self-acceptance, we can let go of most of the chronic stress, breathe more fully, and also digest our foods better. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I will see you next time.